So I decided to make this video today because by the sound of your messages and comments, I can see a pattern here. And this pattern is I am working on it. I'm not there yet, but I'm working on it. I'm fixing myself. I'm getting there. There's that one more thing that I've got to do, and I'll be able to receive my millions of dollars. This is a pattern that is very, very prominent in this community. And this is why many of you are in this limbo right now as I speak for a long time. So this is what I'm going to talk about today. So not only you will realize what you are doing, but you will quit it. Because unless you quit doing this, you will be stuck there for the longest time. So by the way, I always forget to say this, but my name is Sylviane, and I am helping you to manifest your desires very fast because I'm helping you to understand who you truly are. So what you need to understand is that the working on something, the version of you, the identity that you identify with that is working on themselves, that's a state of its own. That's a state of being, a state of consciousness of its own. And as long as you dwell in that state, well, you can't be, that's obvious, right? I hope you see this very clearly, and I'm going to show you a visual to help. But as long as you dwell in the state of fixing yourself, of getting ready, of working on yourself, you can't be at the same time in the state of being that amazing person who already has their desire, who already is whoever they want to be. You can't be in both states at the same time. And here is why. Let me show you a little visual. I know you guys really relate very well with those visuals. So here it is. So as I hope you guys know by now, creation is finished. Creation is finished because creation exists in consciousness, in awareness, and it is finished. So creation, first of all, doesn't exist in the world of shadows, which is a world of mirrors, a world of shadows, a dead world where things only conform your consciousness, your awareness, only reflects who you are being in consciousness. But by no means it is created there. So creation is finished. And you, as your true self, you are, I am, awareness, God. All those terms mean the same thing, and it means that this is who you truly are. This is you, the real you, you at the source. And from that awareness, you have different, unlimited states of consciousness or identities, which also mean the same thing. Those two terms mean the same thing. So you see, all the states already are there, already exist. They are all there for the taking, they are all there forever, and they are all complete of their own. And within those states, as you can see here in this little drawing, you have the state of working on the solution, right, from the problem. Because by the way, when you are saying I'm working on it, it means that you are in the state of the problem and you are working on it. Well, my dear friends, that's a state of its own. That's a state right there, a whole and complete state, the state where you are working on the problem. But when we are working on a problem, guess what? We are working from the problem. We don't work on a problem where the problem doesn't exist, do we? Right? So guys, when you are saying to me in your messages and comments, I'm working on it, that's where you are here. In that state where you are working on a solution from the problem, therefore, that's a state of its own, and that's where you are. And if you noticed, you've been there for a while, haven't you? But then there is the state of being the person who already is it and who already has it. That is also a state. It's a state of consciousness, a state of being, an identity. But as you can see, one doesn't fit in the other. They are two different and distinct states, and they are both, or each one of them, whole and complete of its own. So, guys, when you are saying to me so many times that you are working on it, that you are working on yourself, you see how you are in a state that is whole and complete. But that also means, very obviously, that you are not in the state who already has their desires. You're not in the state of being the person who already has their desires. But on top of that, you are also, when you say those things to me, you are also very much into the belief, into the illusion of being this human character. You have forgotten that you are the script writer, that you are the director of the character that you have chosen to play. But you forgot that, and you see yourself as this character. So not only you're not in the right state, which is the state of being the person you want to be, but on top of it, you are playing this character who is in that state of becoming, of fixing themselves, which you don't have to. Because remember what I just showed you, and here it is again. You are the I am. You are God. You are awareness. You are the source of it all. And from that source, you simply choose who you want to play, right? When I say you are the director, it's really very similar to be a script writer or director of a movie and having those characters or those actors playing the roles that you want them to play. You just tell them where to stand, what to do, and what to say. And that's what you do with your character as God, as the director of the game of life. And here is a very beautiful quote from Neville, very clear, that is telling you exactly in just a few words, in just 4 or 5 sentences, everything you need to know and remember. Live your life in a sublime spirit of confidence and determination. Disregard appearances, conditions, in fact, all evidence of your senses that deny the fulfillment of your desire. Rest in the assumption that you are already what you want to be, for in that determined assumption, you and your infinite being are merged in creative unity. And with your infinite being, God, all things are possible. God never fails. This is why I always tell you guys that you, as the human character, as the person, you are not manifesting anything because number one, it's all done already. Creation is finished. So all that you can do is just occupy the state of consciousness that you want to experience in your external world. But on top of that, you, as the human character, are not manifesting anything because it is God as Neville says it here in this quote, it is God that manifests, and with God, all things are possible. And as I mentioned very recently in one of my videos, in scriptures, it says very clearly, with man it is impossible, but with God all things are possible. So with man, which is the human character, it is impossible. Of course it is. What are you going to do as the human character? Nothing. You can do nothing. Think about a character in a book, right? You, as God, you are the writer of the book. You write stories. You write stories for different characters. Do those characters have any power? No. Well, your character as a human being is just the same as the characters in that book. You don't have any power of your own. But thank goodness, this is not who you are. You are the writer. So this is why you have power, and this is why you have power to manifest. Otherwise, if you were what you believe that you are, like many of you, you truly believe that all you are is this human character, you wouldn't be able to do anything whatsoever. But it is because this is not who you truly are. You are God within. You are awareness. You are source. You are consciousness itself. And from there, you simply pick what you want to do. You pick the role that you want to play and you play it. This is what you do. So this is why if you do not want to play this character that is working on themselves forever, quit it. Quit that state. In consciousness, in imagination, you are now that person who has the millions. You are now the person who is married. You are now the person who has the body that they want to have. You are now the person who is healthy. You are now completely fulfilled. You're not working on yourself. Because again, it's a state of its own. It's an identity of its own. And as long as you are there, this is the world that you are going to create. Because your world out there, remember, it's a world of shadows, of mirror, and it can only conform who you are being within. This is why Neville said, you don't manifest what you want, you manifest what you are. And of course, he didn't mean that you can't manifest what you want, because that was his whole career, telling you that you can, but only once you decide to match from within, from the inner man, in consciousness, what you want. Because if who you are being in the inner man, in consciousness, in imagination, they all mean the same thing. If you are not being there, who you want to be now, the only time that exists and the only time where you exist, then you can't expect to see it in the world of forms, in the world of shadows. Because it is a dead world and nothing happens there, absolutely nothing. And by the way, that includes other people. And I'm going to make another video about this. I made a video previously about other people right here, but I'll make yet another one because I still get those questions and comments about how ethical it is to manifest a specific person and all those things, because you guys are listening to coaches and teachers that don't even know the law, spiritual law, and don't even know that they are God. So they are going to give you tips and advice that are indeed not going to be helpful at all if you want to be a conscious manifester, a conscious creator, knowing that they are God. So anyhow, guys, I hope this was helpful. Please let me know. I love to read your comments. By the way, my last video about my SP success story rocked completely. This is great. Keep on watching it. If you haven't watched it yet, go ahead and watch it now. And give me a thumbs up, and please subscribe to support my channel if you haven't subscribed yet. And in case you don't know it, it's free, right? Subscribing to a channel, a YouTube channel, helps and support the creator, and it's completely free for you. So thank you for watching again, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye for now.